what a mighty God we serve. You know, there are 7 uncertainties that we can be sure of. 7 things that are uncertain. Beauty is uncertain in life. Man's promises are uncertain. Riches are uncertain. The future is uncertain. And friendship is uncertain. Life and earthly glory is uncertain. But there are also 7 comforting certainties that we can look forward to. And that's God's sure promises, sure foundation, a sure reward, assured acceptance, divine love, assured immortality, and eternal anchorage. Hebrews 6:19 says, which hope we have as an anchor of the soul, both sure and steadfast, and which entereth into that within the veil. Oh, praise God. What a mighty God we serve. And there are also 7 sobering certainties. Certainties of exposure, certainties of disappointment, certainties of leaving earthly possessions, certainties of death, certainties of judgment, certainties of separation from the righteous, and certainties of banishment from the divine presence. So, brothers and sisters, there are things that are certain in this life, and there are things that are uncertain in this life. God has given us the power to know them, and we need to act in a mature manner, and we need to use the impartation that God has given us so we can tell other young people and old people what thus saith the Lord, by which we grow each and every day. This is Friday. Go forth, share some wisdom, share some love, share some confidence. Hug somebody. Tell them that you love them. And tell them, most of all, that God is real, and that there is a way out of your mess. And it's Jesus, and that's spelled Jesus.
Where can you buy a brand new Nissan with a lifetime warranty? Kingston Pike. Hey, folks, Gerald Anderson with Ted Russell Nissan. You heard it right. Every new Ted Russell Nissan comes with a lifetime warranty, and that's a long, long time. Ted Russell Nissan on Kingston Pike.
All right, it is time for Ask Your Neighbor, 865-457-1380, 877-711-4005. We'll do the first 20 minutes for Ask Your Neighbor, then David Farmer's going to call in here, and we're going to talk a little bit about Patsy Cline. 865-457-1380.
Good morning, and welcome to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Ask Your Neighbor can also be heard and seen on our website, WYSHradio.com. And if you are in Anderson, Roane, or Morgan County and have Comcast cable, you can watch Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV Channel 12. Ask Your Neighbor is the program where you call in and do just that. Ask Your Neighbor. Do you have a comment? Do you have a problem? Or do you have a question? Then call in and ask your neighbor. 865-457-1380 or toll free at 877-711-4005. And for those of you that might be listening or watching on the internet, you can email from our website, WYSHradio.com. Just click on the Contact Us button and email your questions. Now sit back and listen as listeners throughout East Tennessee and the entire world answer your questions on Ask Your Neighbor on BBB TV 12 and AM 1380 WYSH.
Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, man, what's up?
I think we're definitely going to get, I just watched the 6 a.m. forecast, and it's coming. It's tornado is, severe thunderstorms, high winds, everything. It's coming, so I think we're going to get it.
We're going to get a tornado?
What it said, yeah. That's what Mike Witcher said, yeah.
Oh, no.
Well, not next. There's a risk for one, though.
Oh, okay. But we're getting some bad thunderstorms, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately. He said between, it could change, though, but as of right now, at 6 o'clock this morning, it was between noon and I think it said 7. Then later on, after that sun goes down, it's supposed to start getting worse. There's a chance to lose power.
All right, buddy.
Yeah, so I ain't looking forward to that.
All right, buddy. Hide underneath the bed.
Exactly, yeah. Can't get under the bed.
Hide in the closet.
I was too full.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Welcome, bye.
Bye-bye. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Yes. My friend is here with me, and we wondered, do you know who the preacher is that comes on there every day?
His name is William, and he is works over at Praise, our sister's Southern Gospel station, and he does he's a pastor. I don't know what church he pastors, but he is a pastor.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's him. That's William.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else?
No.
All right.
Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, that's William the Encourager. He works over at Praise. Actually, he's one of the sales guys over there. And he is a pastor, and he does that every day for us. I like to listen to him. All right, this is Ask Your Neighbor, 865-457-1380. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Ask your neighbor, I was wanting to ask my neighbor something.
Okay.
Are you my neighbor?
Yeah, go ahead.
You've been married 33 years to Monica. How in the world did you find it? Bless her heart. My goodness, that poor woman. I tell you what, instead of giving you an anniversary present, we need to give her a sympathy present.
That's a sympathy card.
Yeah.
That's what we need to do, man. A sympathy
I think I'm going
card.
to do that. After a while, I'll call Monica and give her my sympathies.
Yeah, 33 years, man.
I'm telling you, isn't that something?
That's something. I don't know why she stayed with me that long. I gave her plenty of reasons to leave, but she just stuck around. Hold on a second, David. Hold on. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor. What can I do for you?
Yeah, we have a problem up here in La Follette, Campbell County.
Mm-hmm.
On the new road that they had built up the valley, 63, at the red light turnoff to Old Millsboro Highway and Davis Chapel, on the red light below the big O's.
Mm-hmm.
They made that into a 4-lane, and the people still wanting to use the shoulder of the road for a turnoff lane, and when a person turns at the red light, they almost hit people in the side.
Yeah.
And we're trying to get TDOT. I've called them and left them text messages. Steve Borden, even talked to Senator Ken Yeager about it. Somebody's going to get killed there. They need to put a sign at each red light. This is not a turnoff lane.
Yeah.
With an arrow pointing towards it, shoulder of the road.
Is that a county road or a state road?
It's a state road. I've talked to TDOT and everything, and they say they're going to look at it, but it's been months and months.
Yeah, the government moves slow, don't they?
Yeah, they fixed some shoulders of the road, patched them there before they throwing gravel out in the road, but they still won't use that shoulder as a turnoff lane, and when people turn at the red light, they about hit them in the side.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, let's see what TDOT will say. Maybe we can get a hold of them and ask them what's going on with that turnoff.
Yes, if not, somebody's going to get hurt bad, and the person that's using the shoulder of the road is responsible when they hit somebody in the side.
Yes, sirree. All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. You know, the shame is going to be that the state probably won't do anything to it until someone does get killed. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Hey, I was wanting to tell you and your wife happy anniversary.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
You have a good day.
You too. All right, David Farmer. What are we going to talk about, man?
Well, we just passed the anniversary of Patsy Cline's death. She was killed in 1963, March
David.
March the 5th.
David, turn your TV off.
That's my radio. Hold on a minute. I'll go get it then.
You should know that. You work here.
It was way off in another room. I was in a different room. I see you. All right, now we're good.
Hold on, let me get this call, Dave, and we'll be right back to you. Hold on, buddy. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Hey, Jay, what happened to David Aldrich?
He went to West Virginia. He went to either West Virginia or Virginia. He's going to be the chief meteorologist for a TV station there.
Okay, buddy. I was just wondering. Thanks, man.
Yeah, he moved to Virginia. He took a real good job wherever he moved to. So, all right, buddy.
All right, thanks, Jay.
Bye-bye. All right, David, we're talking about Patsy Cline, March the 5th of 1963.
Right, and then I think she was buried on March the 10th, 5 days later, in her hometown of Winchester, Virginia, is where they buried her at. That was something that should have never happened. She should have never got killed. That was, I'm not going to say it was ignorance on the part of Randy Hughes. He was the pilot of that plane. And by the way, she wasn't even supposed to be on that plane.
Right.
Billy Walker, they was out in Oklahoma City. They'd done a benefit for a DJ that got killed in a car accident. And Patsy had the flu. She'd been sick. So Billy Walker let her have his seat on that plane. The other two people on that plane was Hawkshaw Hawkins and
Cowboy Copas.
Cowboy Copas. Cowboy Copas was Randy Hughes' father-in-law. He was married. Randy Hughes was married to Cowboy Copas' daughter.
Okay.
So that's how come Patsy was on that plane in the first place. And Randy was not instrument rated. He could only fly by sight, and in the daytime, and that was all he could do. But he landed down in West Tennessee and fueled, and there was a storm cell ahead of him. And the people there that ran that little airport begged him, please don't do that. They even offered to let him borrow their automobile to drive on to Nashville, which would have only been an hour or so's drive. But he wouldn't do it. He decided that he could fly and dodge that thunderstorm. But it turned out that he wound up right in the middle of it, and he got disoriented and just flew the plane into the ground.
And where did they crash at? They crashed in
it was up in Henry County, close to Paris, Tennessee.
Camden, Tennessee, I read. Is it Camden?
That's right down below Paris, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and you could imagine what kind of destruction it did to those people's bodies. You hit the ground at, my goodness, I guess they was probably doing at least 120, 130 miles an hour in that small plane.
So Cowboy Copas' daughter lost a father and her husband that day.
Exactly.
Man, now they were playing in Oklahoma, and I remember an interview that Dottie West did. Dottie West performed with her that night, and she offered to drive them. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
And why was Patsy in such a hurry to get home? Why did she have to leave that particular day, that particular time?
I don't think it was her that was in a hurry. I think it was Randy Hughes, the guy that was piloting the plane. I think he was the one that was in such a big hurry to get home. He probably had some kind of business. See, he was Patsy's manager, too.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Randy was her manager. So it was, close friends there in that plane. And but I don't think it's Patsy that really needed to get home that quickly. I think it was Randy that. And he's the one that made the decision to fly when they was telling him don't fly, because you're gonna wind up right in the middle of that storm.
Right. Now, Hawkshaw Hawkins was married to country female star Jean Shepard, right?
Right. And Jean was 8 months pregnant at that time when all that happened.
Mm.
So, yeah, that was a terrible tragedy and something that could have been avoided. That was just from impatience and maybe a little bit too confidence. Those small planes are deadly. If you don't, if you're only, if you're not instrument rated, if you get in a storm like that, and see, that's exactly what happened to Jim Reeves. the next year.
Right, I was getting ready to say, lots of people have, and it seems like a lot of people during that time frame lost their lives to plane crashes.
They did.
You had Ricky Nelson, you had Jim Reeves, you had Skinnerd was a little later on down the road, Jim Croce, all of them lost their lives right in that area, that time frame, to plane crashes.
Yeah, that's true. And, the Big Bopper and all those people got killed in a plane crash before that.
Right. The day the music died.
The day the music died. And there again, you had a pilot that was inexperienced. He was not instrument rated. And they took off at night in a snowstorm. Now, how ignorant can you get?
And
the guy had no instrument rating, and here they take off at night in a snowstorm.
Well,
he didn't make it very far. They only made it a few miles till they crashed.
1963, Patsy's been gone since then, but she always, there's about 2 or 3 of her songs that always ranks there in the top 50 greatest songs of all times.
Absolutely.
Every time. And the last single she had out was in 1989, I believe, where they dubbed her and Jim Reeves together, and she was dead since 63, and that scored the top 20 hit for them.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of female singers, but there is nobody that can compare to her voice, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
If you listen to Patsy Cline and listen to some of these other female singers, they couldn't even carry her guitar case.
They couldn't carry her makeup case.
That's right. That is right, because she was absolutely... And you know what made her voice the way it was? When she was a child, I think she was about 13 or 14 when this happened, but she got a really bad throat infection. And I don't know if it was strep throat or what it was. I don't know if they knew back then. But anyway, she had a very bad throat infection and actually lost her voice. It was that bad. And they thought she was going to die. They didn't think she was going to pull out of it. She was that sick with them. And that was when she pulled out of that her voice had that little bit of a raspy sound to it.
Right.
And that's what caused that. That's actually what gave her voice. And it was after that she started singing. She actually started singing in places when she was 14 or 15 years old.
Yeah, I read that. And she only had 3 albums that came out.
Well, she actually was only active for about, 6 or 8 years, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. But she only had 3 albums that came out, and I think they were working on one, weren't they, when she passed away, when she died?
Yeah, they were. They were working on one, and I don't know if any of those songs ever got released or not. I'm not sure about that.
I think one album got released after she passed.
Yeah, that could be. I'm not familiar with that. So, I know one thing. She set the bar pretty high.
She did
for female singers, and she. I don't know if you've ever watched the movie Loretta Lynn, Coal Miner's Daughter, but there's a lot in there about Patsy Cline too, and
right.
She was quite a character, I understand.
She also involved in a real bad car accident in front of a high school in Nashville.
She was,
and she almost
her brother. Yeah, her brother was driving the car, and they hit another car head on. And it threw her through the windshield, cut her face up pretty badly, and she had a huge place on her head where he cut it.
Yeah, you can look at her and see the big scar right across her, right above the bridge of her nose. She had a nasty scar across that. So, she played in Las Vegas. She played at the Mint for 30 days one time, and I think they paid her for like 30 days. I think they only paid her like $2,000, $3,000, which was big money back then when she was there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, that car accident and her being in the hospital, that's when she met Loretta Lynn. She had the radio on. She was listening to Ernest Tubbs' Saturday night program, it comes on after the opera did.
Right.
And Loretta was on there, and she called down there and told them to have her get a hold of her. She said, that just blew me away. Loretta's voice did. And so Loretta, she asked her to come to the hospital and see her, which she did. And then they became really, really fast friends after that.
Right. Loretta even said that she got a lot of Patsy's clothes, even her underwear.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
But I heard Patsy was also a foul-mouthed person.
That's what I've heard, and I think she wasn't above taking a little nip every once in a while, too.
But, yeah, she's the only female singer that can give me goosebumps down my spine.
Oh, man, I'll tell you, you're right about that. The only person that I've ever heard that was even close to Patsy Cline's voice is Mandy Barnett. She's from Crossville. But she did the Patsy Cline tribute there at the Ryman Auditorium for, 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just shut your eyes and listen to her, you would think that that's Patsy Cline. She has such a great voice.
Yeah. She can make you. What's the one song what is that one song that she starts crying at the end? What's that song called?
Faded Love.
Faded Love. That's a cry in your beer song right there.
Oh, let me tell you something. And that was, and she actually is literally crying at the end of that, and the end of that song. And that's why, if you listen carefully, you can tell that she is.
And why was she crying? There's a story behind that too.
Well, I think her and her husband had been into a big fight right before before she came in and did the recording.
And he walks into the studio and she sees him and starts to cry.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
What was his name? Charlie Dick or?
Charlie Dick. Yeah.
And she kept her last name from her first marriage.
Yeah, she married really young, and when she married a man that was a lot older than her. Gerald Klein was his name, and her name really is not Patsy at all. It's Virginia.
Yeah, it's
something. She's got a middle name, and I can't remember what that was, but it was Virginia Hensley was actually her name. But they changed it. I don't know who changed it to Patsy. I probably heard it one time or another.
Yeah, she was born Virginia Patterson Hensley.
Yeah. And when she was young, I think they called her Jenny.
Okay.
I believe that was her nickname.
But
she was in show business for a long time.
But it's just an accident that did not have to happen.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the odd thing about it, Randy Hughes and Jim Reeves took flying lessons from the same instructor.
Mm.
Now, how coincidental is that?
That's a coincidence, man. It's
I'm telling you. I am telling you. And it's just a shame, because like I said, that's exactly what happened to Jim Reeves. He got into that thunderstorm and just got disoriented, flew the plane right in the ground.
Yep. There was a story that Johnny Paycheck used to play for her or something like that, and he was on the same show, and he stole her car and just drove around in circles at the fairgrounds until the car ran out of gas. But, so she did tour with Johnny Paycheck there for a little bit until he did that stunt. But yeah, where do you think she would be if she would have been alive, gone on after 1963?
Oh my goodness. she would have been the biggest star that ever happened. Taylor Swift and those people, they'd have been far behind what Patsy would have been if she had lived, because she could do any kind of music. I mean, she could have done pop or whatever she wanted to do. And, of course, I think she would have stuck with country because that was exactly... And she, the truth of the matter is, maybe if she had lived, Jim Reeves had lived, and some of these other really good country artists, Randy Travis had not lost his voice, maybe country music would be worth listening to nowadays.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you got this sunburnt Chevrolet stuff going on, and most of the songs all sound alike. You can't tell one guy from the other.
Yeah. Remember when Leanne Rimes, about 92, 91, came out with Blue? And everybody compared her to Patsy, and guess what? We all laughed and told them how crazy they were.
Exactly. I mean, not to take anything away from her talent, she did really good in that song, done fabulous, but she was no Patsy Cline, that's for sure.
Yeah, Nashville now, they say the worst thing to be in Nashville is country music.
Well, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Because they don't want that. They want this, I don't even know what it is. I couldn't tell you. They call it country, but it sure doesn't sound like country to me.
Well, we got alternative country, we got country rap, country rock, traditional country, different genres of country music, and they come and go. Every 10 years there's a up and down. Every 10 years seems like the music industry kind of changes. Because if you look at it now, you can probably consider Garth Brooks classic country because he came out in 91.
Yeah.
Same with Alan Jackson and Tim McGraw, all those guys.
Yeah.
Came out in 91, and you could consider them classic country.
Yeah. Well, you're right. And some of those guys had some good stuff. Alan Jackson had a lot of good stuff, and I'm not a huge fan of Garth Brooks. He had one or two songs that was okay, but I'm not a huge fan of his as far as the music is concerned. It's a little on the left-hand side as far as
too showy.
Yeah. I mean, that's right.
Hey, nobody can beat Porter Wagner in a nudie suit.
Well, ain't that the truth? And see, that's another gripe that I've got. That's another complaint I've got. Even on the Grand Ole Opry, them guys look like they just come in from mowing the yard. They don't dress the part anymore. They come in blue jeans and a T-shirt or some kind of a flannel shirt, whatever.
Yeah. Well, what we play here every Saturday morning? We play the traditional classic
Absolutely.
Country. So
you got to play the good stuff, buddy.
That's right. You got to come up.
The good stuff.
You got to come up here and do a show with me again.
Yeah, I'll do that. We've had some good times up there, haven't we?
We have, and I think this Saturday I'm going to do 30 minutes of Jim Reeves. What do you think?
Hey, I think that's a good idea.
I was going to do Waylon, but I think I'll do Jim Reeves this Saturday from 8 to 8:30.
Well, what a voice he had! My goodness, smooth as velvet, wasn't he?
He was like silk.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, buddy. Well, thanks for calling in and give us a little history lesson on Patsy Cline. She March the 5th, 1963. It happened last week, 1963. So thanks for calling, David.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later.
All right, buddy. Thanks. David Farmer. Now, he's a country music historian, and I wish, we need to write some of this stuff down, he tells us. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Hey, Jay, have you heard anything about Musk giving everybody a $5,000 rebate?
I heard something about that, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, that's what I know, because I've seen it on Facebook where I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't know how true that is. I haven't heard anything. I just heard a rumor about that. Same thing you did on Facebook. So
I don't believe stuff like that really until I see it in my hands.
That's right. And then what they'll probably do is they'll probably tax you on the $5,000 that you get.
Well, yeah, that's right too. But really, though, they need something like that to give people something to spend so the economy can go back up.
Yeah, that's what they thought that $400 during COVID was going to do.
Yeah.
People go out and spend it and bring the economy back up after COVID. And but
Did
yeah.
they get your Jeep fixed, buddy?
Yeah, Racing Jason fixed my Jeep. Yes, he did.
Okay.
It runs good.
Your vehicle all the time, don't he?
Yeah, he works on my stuff all the time. I have taken it to all the shops in Oak Ridge.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention any because one is a sponsor here, and but yeah, they overcharge, was not good in customer service, so I just stopped going. And Racing Jason does all my stuff.
He's been up here a couple of times. He's a real good guy. I really like him.
Yeah, well, there's an old saying, and Racing Jason fits it perfectly. The best horses. No, the wildest ponies make the best horses.
Yes, sir. Does he still take food and stuff over to them people under the bridge?
I don't think so. I don't think he does that anymore.
I know he was doing that for a long time.
Yeah. I don't know if he does that anymore or not. He'll probably call in here in a little bit and let me know.
Okay. It's good to hear you and David are talking.
Yeah, David's my buddy, man. He was one of the first people I met here when I moved here to East Tennessee, and I love to just.
Okay.
We talk every day, and I'm not lying. We talk for about an hour and a half, and it just goes off the subject of, David knows a lot about country music, and.
Yeah, he's a pretty smart guy. Seems like he is.
He's a good historian. He knows a lot of history about Clinton too, and about this radio station. We should have talked about that a little bit.
You're pretty smart too. You know it.
Oh, I just read it off a piece of paper. David knows it. he's lived it. Because Charlie Pride was a good friend of his.
Was he?
David Farmer, yeah. Charlie Pride.
Have you met a lot of them stars?
Have I?
No, David.
Yeah, he's met quite a bit. He's toured with Lefty Frizzell, and.
Oh, I didn't know that, man.
Yeah, he's met all of them. So.
I don't know why he didn't go any further than what he did. I like his singing. He's got a good song.
Yeah, I only got one song of his, and remind me Saturday morning, I'll play it.
Okay, thank you.
Because I forget to do it every Saturday because I get a lot of requests, and I just forget to do it. So.
Well, you had a good show last week. You're gonna have a good one this week too.
Well, I hope, man. I hope.
Some Reeves on there. I like him, too. I like him.
Yeah, I do it from 8 to 8:30. I just did it that one time, but everybody kept calling me and emailing me and the station wanting to do it more, pick out a certain artist once a week. And
I think it's good. I think it's good.
And we go 30 minutes, and I readjust the commercials and the spots so we don't have any commercials during that 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's great, too.
But, yeah, so you're going to be tuning in tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be on there.
All right, so let me get it here. Thunder Road, Soggy Bottom Boys, Man of Constant Sorrow.
Yes, sir.
And there's White Lightning. And hold on, there's one more. Oh, what's the other one you like to hear?
Well, I don't know, but I've been trying to find the new one on the phone here. And I found good gospel on there, but it's Cornerstone. I've never heard of it.
Yeah, those are good. I know them. They're pretty good.
Oh, do you know it?
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I like them. I was listening to them yesterday.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, thanks for listening, and thanks for calling me.
Talk to you tomorrow, Jay.
Oh, yeah, call me tomorrow.
Okay. Is your dad and everybody doing all right?
Yeah, everybody seems to be doing good. My dad has, he's just improved a little bit. He doesn't have a feeding tube in him no more, but he's eating solid food. But that's about it. So.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's a good sign.
A good start.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. I'll talk to you later. Okay. You have a great day.
All right, buddy. Thanks, man.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Yeah. So good talking to David this morning. All right, I'm going to take some breaks. If you want to call in, 865-457-1380. Ask your neighbor.
Hi, this is Jim Miller with WYSH Local Information News. Remember, if you see news happen, email me, jim@wysHradio.com, or message us on the WYSH Facebook page. Each day, we bring you the latest in local news. Mike Witcher has your weather forecast, and Pete Michaels is in the sky with the traffic. So we've got you covered, and if you see news happen, let us know. Your source for local information news since 1960, WYSH.
Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor. What can I do for you?
Hello?
Hello there, Racing Jason. We were just talking about you.
Yeah, my ears was burning, so I figured I'd get on here.
What's up, my man?
Yeah, old David, boy, he is full of knowledge.
He is, man, and
he's like a encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. He even knew where I was at when I crossed Kickapoo Creek.
That's what he says.
Yeah.
Where is
Time I went.
Where is Chickapoo? Where is Chickapoo?
Up in Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's up, man?
I'll just sit around here listening to you and all my neighbors.
All right.
Yeah, the birdie up there in Briceville there, I wonder if he's still using that cologne I gave him.
You had that smelling sauce?
Good smelling sauce.
Smelling sauce. Yeah.
But yeah, I just love listening to all that. And buddy, Pat's Crime, buddy, she was a good one.
Yeah, man. Nobody has ever replaced.
Man, I fall to pieces every time I hear that song.
That's right. Kind of go crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Say Jeep running good, huh?
Yeah,
okay.
It's doing good. It's
stopping good.
Stopping good. I don't have to put my foot all the way down to the floor.
Still got a pedal?
I still got a pedal.
All righty, buddy.
But yeah, it's doing good, man. It's doing good.
Yeah, we don't like it when it goes to the floor.
No, we don't. Travis don't like it either.
Yeah, the way your back brakes was so out of adjustment, you didn't have no emergency brake either.
Yeah.
Well,
you fixed it.
One anyway.
You fixed it.
I put that emergency brake on and I had the door open and I could hear the brake springs working in the rear, so I knew right off bat that they were out of adjustment.
Yeah.
So we got to get all new hardware and shoes for that thing here for long.
In the back?
Yeah.
You know what Jeep stands for? You know what Jeep stands for, right?
Yeah.
Just empty every pocket.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been looking around trying to find you some ducks to put on your windshield.
I got a lot of ducks, but I don't know how to keep them up there.
Yeah.
Nick
two-sided tape, maybe.
Nick gives me ducks. I got a whole collection of ducks. I just haven't put them in my Jeep. I had them in here, but I took them home with me.
So, we know that everybody that they've been ducked.
I don't know why do people with Jeeps have a duck? What's the duck thing about?
Something about a lady that got her Jeep stolen at a Walmart or something, and ever since she's seen a Jeep, she always put a duck on it. So I don't know. Hey, you know what? I was up there at Anderson County and at a ball game, football game.
Mm-hmm.
Come back out to my car, that Kia that I wrecked. It had a duck on it. Yeah. And that very next morning, I got ducked. I run over a piece of metal on my brand new tire and it poked a big hole in it. I couldn't patch it.
Maybe that's bad luck getting a duck.
I guess bad luck gave me a duck. Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, someone asked, are you still feeding underneath the bridge?
No, Water Angels is still helping out and feeding. They feed on Sunday, Fridays and Sunday, I think, still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, but I do know Sundays that Water Angels, they about 1 o'clock, I think, services at 2, and then they have a meal after the service.
Okay.
On Sunday.
You know, we ended up in that neck of the woods because we went down. We had a dog trainer that they're located down there, and I just couldn't believe how many homeless families were there. The kids, there was kids living underneath the bridge. I couldn't believe it.
It was so sad. I mean, just
Yeah, I just couldn't believe it.
I couldn't do nothing but just help out. If I had the money, I would really help out more.
But it's just amazing the homeless population in Knoxville. Knoxville has a high number of homeless people.
Oh man, I've seen everything over there. You just wouldn't believe it. It's just so sad. I mean, sad.
And sometimes we complain about what we got. You know what? We got a roof, 4 walls, and food, and some people ain't got that. So.
I've seen them OD right in front of me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
it's bad.
I come up on one guy just flopped over the middle of the street. There was about 3 or 4 with him, and I stopped. I was on my route with a bus to pick them up and take them to church. And they did not want me to call 911. Because they shot him with Narcan right there. They had Narcan on them, and shots and everything. That's sad. I mean, I've seen him drop like a board.
Yep.
I mean, golly, bud. But anyway,
all right, man.
Pray for them over there in Knoxville. My heart still goes out. They're on Facebook. If you can, help out over there with them, and just look them up if you want.
They're called Water Angels.
Yes.
Okay. All right, buddy. Thanks for calling.
All right, buddy. Have a good day, and I hope everyone does too on this Finally Friday.
All right, buddy. I'll yell at you later.
Yeah.
Bye. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Hey, this is Joe Do.
Joe Do, my buddy. Joe Do. You ready to go for a ride in my Jeep again?
Well, yeah, I got that ladder yet, you know. Yeah. Anyway, let me turn my radio down here. Good. Hey, congratulations on that 33 years.
Thank you, sir.
And you need to play Ray Price, Happy Anniversary, you know. So.
All right, I'm going to put that on my list. Happy Anniversary.
Yeah. You want me to sing it for you?
No, that's okay, buddy. That's okay.
That's okay about that. Okay. Hey, didn't Cowboy Copeland have a daughter that married Pat Boone?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was. Anyway.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I like you and David talking there. You know, he knows it all, don't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's a good historian, man.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's a good guy.
I don't know if Cowboy Cope was... I'm going to have to research that.
Yeah, I think he did. I think anyway, good to hear from you, and I like the program there today, and you did a good job. You know?
And make sure you tune in tomorrow.
I've got a couple of books you might want to look at.
Okay.
One about Coal Creek, Lake City, and Coal Creek. Well, Coal Creek was before Lake City. It's Rocky Top now.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I was raised, you know, so...
Yeah, you grew up there, didn't you?
Yeah, I jerked up there, yeah. But anyway, and I've got one on Anderson County, too, and it's got a lot about Oak Ridge and Briceville and, you know, and all them places back in there. So, and I got a paper here that got Kaz Walker and David West on it, all this, too, you might want to look at. So.
Okay. I like to know the history of the region.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, this is pretty good books to look at. I don't know whether you got any of them or not, but I think my mother had this Cold Creek thing, so.
Okay.
Anyway, I was married 63 years, buddy.
63.
Yeah, and my wife passed away about 5 years ago, and so,
Okay.
yeah, but anyway.
Yeah, we 33. 33, Joe Do. 33 years.
63 years I was married. You
Yeah,
know.
I can't believe we've been married for 33 years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but anyway. Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Just seems like yesterday.
I got kids twice that age, but anyway.
You know how we met?
Uh,
Me and my wife, we met. I actually worked for a bank at one time.
Okay.
And, Pat Boone's daughter married Pat Boone married Red Foley's daughter.
Red Foley. Okay. I was off key, wasn't I?
Yeah, a little bit.
Anyway, yeah.
But I worked at a bank, and she came in to open an account, and I opened up her bank account, and I knew how much money she had, and we still got married.
That's good. Yeah.
That's how I met her. Opened up her bank account.
Well, my wife, I took her and her boyfriend home a time or two, and I don't know. We went to church together, but she was 3 years younger than me, and when I was 16, 17 years old, I wasn't interested in a 13-year-old or something, but anyway. But she finally grew up, and she was 18 we got married, so.
Okay.
Anyway, we had a good marriage, good life together, so.
Yep. All right, man.
Okay, buddy, you have a good day. Like your program and come see me when you can, okay?
All right, Joe Do.
See you, bye.
Bye-bye. Joe Do. Also, it's the anniversary of the 93 blizzard. All right, I'm going to play some spots. Be right back.
If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has plans built just for you. 2 lines of unlimited for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings compared to Verizon and AT&T. But don't just take our word for it.
It's not just the savings that are great with our T-Mobile plan. There's all this value from all these other things that T-Mobile offers.
T-Mobile has been such a savings for us.
We love it.
Switch today and get 2 free 5G phones like the Motorola Edge with Turbo Power charging that gives you power for the day in just 15 minutes. And customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 to learn more. With AutoPay plus taxes and fees, plus $5 per line without AutoPay. Debit or bank account required. 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Motorola Edge on us with 24 monthly bill credits and new line for well-qualified customers, plus tax and $35 per line connection charge. See details at T-Mobile.com. Motorola Edge requires 68-watt charger. Charger sold separately. Actual performance will vary based on usage and configuration.
Good morning. It's going to be a warm and windy day around East Tennessee with temperatures topping out in the upper 70s to low 80s. But, of course, all eyes on our Saturday and Sunday forecast as a powerful storm system moves on through. All modes of severe weather are on the table. Large hail, tornadoes, damaging wind, flooding, and flash flooding all exist as we get into our Saturday afternoon, Saturday night, and Sunday morning. Check out the latest video forecast weather updates, breaking it down with the East Tennessee Weather app. That's a check of your latest forecast. I'm meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center for AM 1380, FM 101.1, and FM 99.5 WYSH.
All right. Well, thanks for all the phone calls. I'm going to go ahead and call Ask Your Neighbor. I didn't think I would last an hour up here. I was just going to do maybe 20 minutes or so, but lots of phone calls. Thank you for calling in. All right. Don't forget to join me tomorrow morning. I'm going to be up here about 5:30. Show starts at 6 to 9, Saturday morning classics. Then tomorrow at 9 o'clock, I've got trading time, and then tomorrow at 10 o'clock from 10 to 11, I've got Shylock's Bluegrass Picks, sponsored by Shylock's Pawn Shop over in South Clinton. So, well, let's see let me see. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Good morning to you there, Vegas High Roller.
What's up, my main man?
Oh, not a whole lot. Been listening to the historian there, Mr. David Farmer, but Jay, I wanted to ask you if do you have any of David Farmer's albums?
I have one of his songs that his son Danny gave to me. It's a CD. Now, David has a bunch of albums, but they're on vinyl, and our record player won't play them very good. So, but he does have some albums, but we've been trying to find someone to put them on CD or put them on a flash drive for him. So I'm gonna be looking for someone that can do that. So.
Well, I tell you, David could strum that guitar there, and he had a nice voice too. There, I've heard him perform before.
Was it like silk, velvet voice?
Well, he wasn't no Jim Reeves, but he was pretty good. He was still pretty good there. So David's traveled around a lot there with these musicians there, and he's doing a better job than me about retaining information.
Yeah, he's a book of knowledge. I told him I'm working on my studio at home, and I told him when I get my studio up and running and get it all put together, I want him to come out and we're going to do I'm going to tape him and put him on on file, so we'll have it forever, you know.
Oh yeah, that'd be great there. So I'm assuming I hadn't talked to him in a little while there. He's getting back healthy again, isn't he?
Yeah, he seems to be doing good.
And he's up at the station, on Wednesdays?
Wednesday nights. He does Ask Your Neighbor.
Or Trading Time.
Trading Time. Yeah, Trading Time.
Oh, okie doke. And so, where does Ron Meredith? Is he taking a late spring break?
No, I think he's taking an early one.
A spring break was this week here in Anderson County.
No, and it's in Knox County. It's next week.
Yeah, that's where my granddaughter, she goes to school halls, but hers is next week. But my grandson now, he goes to school at Clinton, and his was this week there, and he was fortunate enough there. He got to go on a cruise to the Bahamas.
Really?
And Crooks and Caicos there. So I said, well, when you get back, I want to talk to you. I spent 4 years in the Navy there. I'm going to ask him how he liked being on a ship. Of course, a cruise ship's a little different than a battleship.
Yeah, it's a little different, you know.
A little bit different there, but I'm hoping he had a good time there. He should be coming back there. I hope they get back before that storm comes through.
So he's working on his tan.
Oh, yeah. There was him and two more of his high school friends with their parents and stuff that went. But they drove to Orlando, and I guess that's where they boarded the cruise ship.
Yeah, that's where they board him up at. So
he'll be coming back into town because they got to be back to school on Monday. So he'll be rolling back in here either. And I hope it's not Saturday. I hope he don't come back till Sunday.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what this storm's going to look like there. It could change directions any time, but it don't look like it.
Yeah, they say it's going to be bad, so get ready for it.
Absolutely. So am I to assume there that WYSH's new weather guy is Mike Witcher now?
Yeah, Mike Witcher.
Okay. I always liked him when he was on TV.
Yeah, David Aldridge took a job in, I think, Virginia. It may be West Virginia, but he took another job as head meteorologist at a TV station.
Oh, okay then. Well,
someplace over there in Virginia. I believe it's Virginia.
Well, see, that's what he done in Knoxville for a number of years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and the TV station decided to go in a different direction.
Yeah, I remember Mike Witcher.
Yeah, Mike there. I don't know if he just was ready to get out of it. There, I think he was concentrating on raising his kids and creating that. Oh God, what is it that?
East Tennessee weather, or?
Well, no, he was concentrating a little while on making that craft beer.
Oh, okay.
And he's also a pilot.
Yeah, he is. You know, he was on the morning show on I forgot what channel he was on, but the show started like the show started like at 4:00 in the morning or 5:00 in the morning.
4:30.
Yeah, 4:30. So you got to get there like at 3:30 or 3 to get ready.
Oh, I know it.
And so that's too early in the morning. I mean, I think getting up here at Saturday mornings at 5:30 is early. But I couldn't do getting up at 3:00. So.
No kidding. He was on there with Abby Ham and Heather Wallaga.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watch them every morning.
So.
I mean, when I'm getting ready to go to bed, I'm up a little early today. I watch all those late night shows there that comes on, Jay. I watch Cannon. He comes on at 3 o'clock, and then at 4 o'clock, Barnaby Jones comes on. And at 2 o'clock, Mannix comes on.
I remember my dad used to wake up at 4 o'clock every morning and go watch his fishing show.
Oh, really?
And his hunting show on TV.
Oh, okay then. Well, back when I was young, I would get up and listen to the Farm and Home Hour. That was Kaz Walker.
Yep.
Kaz Walker, David West and the boys there. Now, Kaz was another one that didn't hold back a little bit.
Yeah, I heard.
You don't want to get on his bad side.
I heard. That's what I heard.
Well, my condolences there to your wife for putting up with you for 33 years.
I know. I gave her plenty of reasons to leave, but she stuck it out.
Well, good for her then. So you said that you met her there when you opened her bank account there.
Yeah, in Las Vegas. Yeah. She came in with her family and just moved. My wife's from Northern California.
Oh, boy.
Santa Cruz, California. She's from
Santa Cruz.
And
well, did she end up making a substantial deposit that's what opened your eyes?
Like I said, no, she didn't, and I still married her, knowing how much money she had.
Still married her, even when she just opened up an account and deposited $20.
That's right. We dated for like 2 years before we got married.
Oh, wow.
So we dated before.
In Vegas.
Yeah, we dated before I joined the police academy, and I joined the police academy March 8th of 91, and this past March 8th, I've been retired 9 years. I can't believe I've been retired 9 years. But yeah, and then we got married after I got out of the police academy.
Well, were you able to retire from the police department there in Vegas?
Yeah, I retired at 48.
Did you have enough time in then?
Yeah, because at the time in Nevada, you can retire 25 years and out regardless of the age without any penalty.
Oh, wow. So
you
spend on the police force?
A little over 20, little over 26. So I was a cadet. I was a cadet before I was hired on with the full time. So
you retired and packed your bags, and you didn't move to Beverly Hills, but you moved to
Oak Ridge, Tennessee.
Tennessee there. And y'all been down there how long?
We moved here in 2017, so 8 years, I think.
Oh, okay then. Well, life is a little bit slower around here than it is in Vegas.
Oh, it is. I remember going to get something to eat at 2 o'clock in the morning at one of the just great restaurants, but here it's Waffle House at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, the Waffle House or Crystal, buddy.
That's right. Waffle House or Crystal. Ain't no buffets open 24 hours a day around here, so.
No.
Or a coffee shop in the casinos.
Now, have you ever opened or done a show up at Fox Diner up towards Rocky Top?
No, I haven't.
Okay. Then, well, I thought that I have seen somewhere where they closed their diner down at the original location, and then they moved on up into the downtown area into another building.
See you later, Mary. Yeah, they moved into downtown Rocky Top. I think downtown Rocky Top is getting a lot of they're going through this like renovation thing, because there's a lot of businesses that have, well, not a lot, probably about 4 or 5 I know that have went downtown Rocky Top and opened up. There's a coffee shop there. There's another restaurant. Fox has just moved there. A couple antique stores opened up downtown. So yeah, they're having like a little renovation, going on.
Okay,
well, downtown Rocky Top.
They got that good old fried catfish on Fridays.
Yeah, and I think they may have, if I'm not mistaken, I think they may have changed their name. I'm not sure.
Oh, I'm sure that's what I read there. It was under a different name now.
Yeah.
No longer Fox Diner. They're calling it something else.
Right. So.
Maybe some of the people that live up there, they're listening, they could come in or call in and clarify that.
Yep, and they're located on downtown Rocky Top.
Downtown Rocky.
On Main Street.
All righty then, Mr. High Roller. You enjoy your weekend. You got plans to to take the missus out anywhere this evening?
Well, we were going to go out tomorrow night, but I don't know if we're going to go out if the weather's bad. We've got a 6 o'clock reservation at a real nice restaurant, but I don't know if we're going to go or not. Depends on the weather.
Are you talking about Aspire?
Oh, no, not there. This is in Knoxville, so.
In Knoxville. Chesapeake's is a nice place if you like seafood.
Yep, that's the place. And then there's Elkhorn, and then there's a Lone Star downtown Knoxville. We've eaten there before.
Okay, then. So which one did you got the reservation at?
Chesapeake's.
Oh, it is at Chesapeake there.
Yeah.
Oh, good deal then. Oh, you'll enjoy it there. But enjoy your weekend. I hope you get to go out there. Maybe you can change your reservation till tonight.
Yeah, we may do that.
Well, good luck with it, buddy, there. You enjoy it there, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right, buddy. Have a good one.
All right. Take care, Jay.
Bye-bye. Hello, this is Ask Your Neighbor.
Yes, I'm calling regarding the radio station Merle 96.7.
Right.
I was just seeing, are they having issues with their repeater or something? Because all I'm getting is static.
Again? Okay. Let me call our engineer. Thank you for calling in.
You're welcome. I tried to call the radio station and nobody answered.
Yeah, I'm over here doing this show over here, so. All right, ma'am. Thank you.
Static. You're welcome.
Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call it. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. Put them seatbelts on, and don't forget to tune in tomorrow.
Thank you for listening to AM 1380 WYSH and Ask Your Neighbor. Make sure you tune in at 10 a.m. each day, Monday through Friday, right here on AM 1380 WYSH and BBB TV 12. Or listen live online at WYSHradio.com. And remember, if you have a question, comment,